So we have the Hydroboost unit here that's going to go in the Challenger. This was the unit bought from the guy in Texas that sells on eBay. So this one mounts to the original booster position for the power brake booster area when you remove the power brake unit. This unit here, when you remove this unit, this will bolt into the exact same spot. The alternative way of mounting this unit would be to mount it lower, which is down about 1.5 inches further down where the manual brake push rod goes through, and you bolt it directly to the pedal. This one bolts to the regular power brake booster linkage, so you have to have this or a power brake set up in your car already to use this one. And the reason why I chose this unit versus the Hydrotech was because it bolts in the stock position, and the master cylinder is that 1.5 inches higher, which on a 440 with stock exhaust or Magnum exhaust manifolds, you kind of need that clearance. I'm sure the other one will work, but looking at it, looks like that would put the booster about 1/2 inch off the exhaust manifold. So that's why I went with this one. It's a little higher up. And I did not like a couple of things about, one thing about this at least, was the way they adjusted this push rod and the height here. So the regular Hydroboost unit, this is the base of the Hydroboost unit here where the nut is. So you have to have, when you bolt it onto the power brake booster, the whole unit has to be pushed away from the firewall about 2 3/4 inches, which is what this distance here is, about 2 3/4 to 3 inches. The Hydroboost unit has this stem on the nose of it, or at the back side of it, sticking out like a nose kind of thing, and that leaves you a short distance here to hook up your pedal. You only have about 3.5 inches to hook up your pedal behind, under the dash to the firewall for this linkage to fit. So what I did was I wanted it to space it out a little bit farther so that I could get a full 1.5 inch stroke on the brake pedal. They had set it up, and there was only about 1 inch travel here. So I added a 1/4 inch spacer plate that I made to bring this out just another 1/4 inch, and I cut off the screw a little bit here, the rod end, to give me just a little bit more room. So that 1/4 inch here, I like the distances now. So what I have here is I adjusted it so that it's the same as the power brake unit. The distance from the firewall to the center line of the pedal connection is 3 7/16. So I've got it bolted in there now and adjusted to 3 7/16 from the firewall out. And then looking at the other side, the stroke I have now, I have over 1.5 inches available stroke from the base of the Hydroboost unit to the nut. This one will only go in that distance, 1.5 inches, which matches my push rod on my master cylinder when I measured the distance that this push rod stroke was. So I think that's very important compared to the way that they originally sent it. There was only 1 inch of travel, which I don't think is safe. You're losing some of your master cylinder stroke to the master cylinder that way. So anyway, just my opinion.